At what age did you discover porn?
I think I was 14 years old. I had an iPod video, and one of my friends in high school put some pornography on the iPod video. I'm gonna keep it real. So I once went to the video, started clicking around, was watching Lisa, and I never quite knew, like, why am I getting this feeling, you know what I mean? So I went to the bathroom, I just went and started plucking down there or whatever. And like before I knew it, I was cleaning up the bathroom.
Okay, I found hentai when I was in 5th grade, which is about 10 years old.
10?
And it was Zone Sama with Teen Titans, and it was Raven and Starfire getting trash monster.
Good God almighty.
And that's why I'm so fucked.
Hi, it's me. As you can tell, my voice is fine now. That means I'm not sick anymore, but I do have a back injury and I've been stuck in bed for the last 4 days, so I can't be in the episode. We did get a replacement for me, and I know, once again, it's really hard to tell us apart. If you can't tell the difference, again, I have the longer hair and I don't have the facial hair. I know, I'm so sorry. It's really confusing. We keep getting guests that look exactly like me. I'm so sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are once again joined by Gina Darling with a little bit of a makeover. Gina, you look just slightly different. I feel like maybe it's somewhere here.
Well, you know, my thought process was, if I'm going to use this N-word pass, I need to embody it. So here we are.
Who on earth would give Gina the pass?
This guy named EE, total simp. Total simp.
You know what's crazy? All right, everyone, listen, this is not Gina. I'm so sorry to bamboozle you. I'm so sorry. This charlatan has been masquerading.
Ooh, okay.
See what I did there?
See what
I did there?
Before we went live,
we'll tell him.
We'll tell him.
Masquerading is Gina Darling, but in fact, no, it is my good friend, smash commenter extraordinaire, now co-host extraordinaire. It's EE. It's EE.
It is the one and only Phil EE Visu, to be exact. I gotta go with the Phil now because I'm really trying to get to that point where people understand I'm trying to enter my professional stages. No more turning heads, looking at asses, at least not on camera.
Okay, that's the first thing that I was going to bring up, so I'm so glad that you mentioned it, because I feel like one of the first introductions that I had to you was that ass clip.
Sid for her awesome graphics. Of course, you at home were able to watch these top-level talented individuals.
So for those of you who have never seen it before, what happened?
Yeah, I mean, so we were closing out a tournament. It was Congo Saga. It actually happened here in California. It was a great event, no doubt about that. And my friend, her name is Arisdale. And I mean, just a bowl of grits walking. Like, it's ridiculous. My Lord have mercy. Southern style. She decided to just walk behind us while we were closing off. And she had like these leggings on. And like, I saw her walk in the camera and I was like, huh. And then I glanced over and I was like, and like for like a good second and a half, like I just stopped. I just deactivated, right? And then like my backup switch kicked in, you know what I'm saying? And I just closed it out like a true professional. But in that like brief moment, that thing was shared like all over YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and it garnered like millions of views. And like the crazy thing is, there were people who were upset, like, this guy's objectifying women. I'm like, I'm appreciating women. Did you see that ass? Anyway, had a mind of its own. And guess what? Off of that, because it went so crazy, people were like, what's the ad? She started a very successful OnlyFans page, which to this day is still generating tons of revenue. She bought a house in Washington and she's living her best life.
Holy shit. So because you saw some ass, gave a second and a half of just a moment of silent of appreciation time, you helped jumpstart a woman's career.
That would be the first of 2 times that I've actually jumpstarted a woman's career with my shenanigans.
Now hold the fuck up right now. Are you saying that EE, you are a supporter of all women?
Of course. How could I not be?
I fucking love that. So first, let's backtrack it. To the people who are getting upset over the supposed objectification, fuck that shit.
Talk to him, girl.
Fuck that shit. It's appreciation. Because you know what? I do the same fucking thing.
I know. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't go a day on my timeline without seeing a very provocative pic, a very nice pic. You got to appreciate that, right? Share your body, share it with the world if you want to. And then another girl talking about like, oh, I just want to hold hands, or I just want to stuff my face in your bazungas. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I think that's great for the ladies to express it. I give a glance and suddenly I'm public enemy number 1 with some of these people.
No, I think that the difference is, because I know exactly what you're talking talking about. There are women who are feral on the timeline where they're just like, like,
Crazy.
oh, let me get at those titties, girl. Gina, darling.
Yes, Gina is actually the first person who came to mind.
Oh, she is fucking insane for it. But it's like, when women say it, I think it's because people know that there's a good chance that women aren't going to go try to assault each other. Less of a chance.
There's levels to it. Listen,
There's levels.
There's levels to it. I understand.
But like more often than not, we've been harassed by men before. So when a man comes in on the timeline and goes like, "Hey girl, let me smell them titties," or "Let me get a whiff of them farts," or something like that, right? Then it's like, okay, the thing is, I can imagine you trying to do that. And that's where the weird line is. But I feel like if you were in the timeline just going bark, 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 I feel like that's also okay.
You know what? It is a fine line, and I've always operated, because I have 4 goddaughters who I love to death, so I've always operated with the mindset that I never want to disrespect anybody, right? Just like have some fun, make some jokes, and as long as I'm cool with you. If I don't know you like that, never going to cross that line. That's just not how I operate. But like if I see somebody like Amaranth selling, her farts in a jar on my timeline, I might come in with a comment like, man, I'd like to get a whiff of that. Just something. One, just to show that I'm interested in a variety of things.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's not just the cheeks. It could be what comes out of the cheeks.
And again, you support women.
100%. Now, I don't know about $1,000 purchase, but I'll take a sample.
Yeah, no, that's kind of the thing. Like $1,000 for a jar of farts.
Yeah.
Yes, like Amaranth, I respect the game. I respect the work ethic. Yes, I do not have the money to back you up. I do not. I cannot support monetarily. However, I will drop that like and retweet.
Oh, 100%. Well, I don't know about that retweet. I am trying to get in there with Nintendo, so. I don't know. I don't think but there's no Switch games that are compatible with what she's selling.
You shut the fuck up, because I downloaded Nintendo Switch a game called Hentai Girls.
What?
Okay, so I was on the plane and I'm looking for a new game to like play for this plane ride, right? So I'm like going through the Nintendo shop looking for the random stuff, and there was this game that was on sale for only $2. It was $1.99.
Okay.
And I used my Nintendo points to pay for it. So technically it was free. There's a game called Hentai Girls, and it's basically just a sliding puzzle game, and once you complete the puzzle, it gives you a picture of a naked woman. It's great.
Are you? And this is on the Nintendo Switch.
It is in the Switch store.
I'm going to report this.
Don't you fucking dare.
Bro,
be a narc? You're gonna be a fucking snitch?
I wouldn't call it being a snitch. I'd say it's a concerned citizen.
How? How do you think, at what age did you discover porn?
Can I tell the story?
Oh my God, I'm so excited to tell the story.
Okay. So I think I was 14 years old, and we had just went to Florida for our, like, every 2 years my family does a family reunion.
Cute.
And I knew, like, I had an iPod video, and one of my friends in high school or middle school, whichever it was at the time, I'm so damn old, they had put like some pornography on the iPod video. I'm gonna keep it real. It was my first introduction to Lisa Ann, absolute classic. If you know, you know. And I remember I couldn't go out with my older cousins because I was so young, and they went out to go party, and I got left in the room by myself. And I was cool because I actually got my own room. Mom's room was next door. But I remember, like, I woke up at like 2 a.m. and I was just bored. So I went to the video, started clicking around, was watching Lisa, and I never quite knew, like, why am I getting this feeling? You know what I mean? And finally, I was just like, I've had enough of this. I want to figure this out. So I went to the bathroom. I just went and started plucking down there or whatever. And I was like, and something started like kind of fizzing. And I was like, what the heck is this? And then, like, for some reason I remembered, like, oh wait, Lisa Ann is assisting. So I started like assisting myself. And like before I knew it, I was cleaning up the bathroom. And I was like, whoa, that was kind of awesome. So that was like my first introduction to like actually like going all the way with myself. It was true.
Are you still into MILFs?
100%. If there's any MILFs watching this, my DMs are open on Twitter, not just for bots.
What the fuck is going on?
You know, the thing about that is everyone has that self-discovery story. Not everybody will tell you the truth about what happened. 100%. I didn't know what was going on down there. I was pretty innocent at that time.
I'll tell you mine. I didn't have like a fucking... So I'm not a boy, though. I don't just... And then, it fucking goes everywhere.
Confetti.
But I was playing a game called Mabinogi.
Oh my God. What is this?
I was 10 years old.
10?
I was 10 years old.
Can we,
when you
can
said,
we tell this story? Is this legal?
Never mind. I'll tell you a different story instead. You said you didn't discover porn until you were 14?
I mean, I knew what it was. I'd seen images and like, videos and stuff like that, but I never did anything about it.
Oh, okay. So you're talking about when you first acted.
Yeah,
upon
acted on it. That's what I consider more like relevant.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
So I think it's more relevant.
Then I haven't discovered porn yet. But I'll tell you about when I found hentai.
Okay.
Okay, I found hentai when I was in 5th grade, which is about 10 years old, 10 or 11 years old. Someone fact check me on that. 10 or 11 years old, I found it on Newgrounds. And it was Zone Sama with Teen Titans. And it was Raven and Starfire getting fucked by a giant tentacle trash monster.
Good God almighty.
And that's why I'm so fucked.
That would explain a lot of things. I learned early that Rule 34 is real. Like nothing is sacred, nothing is off limits.
Absolutely not.
I remember the school library. I tried to go on was it like Sailor Moon XXX and try to get on there and see Goku applying some real pressure, you know what I'm saying? But, even back then they had those sites blocked. It was crazy.
That's insane. Dude, so my school was like a little bougie school, right? It's like Catholic school. All the rich white people went there, blah, 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 right? But my parents were like, if you want to go to college, you got to go to this school. I was like, okay, fine, I'll go to this school. It sucked. Don't send your kids to Catholic school unless you want them to get beat. Thank you. Oof. But I was in charge of like our iPad squad. So they gave all of the students like iPads.
Okay,
So they're like, hey,
that's
you
cool.
can do your schoolwork off of this.
Yeah.
It's not cool because give me an iPad, I'm downloading a VPN, I'm reading manga, and I'm watching anime in the back of the classroom. I didn't touch schoolwork for the rest of like the 2 years. They introduced it my junior year of high school.
Is that how you ended up here?
Yes.
Okay.
Now I talk for a living because I failed all my math classes. But
We're not so different, you and I.
But yeah, so I would just like read manga on my iPad all day, and that's all I did as a kid.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Listen, it's interesting. People will tell like, because I'm not like the biggest anime head these days. I haven't watched Demon Slayer. I haven't watched Jujutsu Kaisen. I understand that they look pretty cool. The only thing I've seen recently is like Attack on Titan. I'm an OG anime watcher. I like my Narutos, my Bleach, my Yu Yu Hakusho, my Fairy Tail. That to me is kind of what anime is, or at least my understanding of it. A little Outlaw Star, Cowboy Bebop. I got some classes.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
You appreciate the classics,
Right.
and I like that. A lot of new anime that comes out, it's very hit or miss because Jujutsu Kaisen, some people say, is like version 2 of Naruto.
That sounds like a banger. I need to check it out.
It's pretty good. I'd
what
say you
sucks?
should watch it.
I gave it a chance too. My Hero Academia, trash.
It's just basic shonen.
It's embarrassing.
Basic shonen.
Ain't nothing basic about it. It's trash.
Oh shit! All
Debate me in the comments if you want. Trash.
I mean, have you seen Mountain Lady?
I like the mountain lady.
Yeah, I know you like the Mountain Lady.
Can we cut that out? I'm sorry. they're looking for any reason to get rid of me.
Who's looking for a reason to get rid of you?
Them. Or they.
Who's they? Who's them?
They're everywhere.
Oh shit.
This is where the feed cuts out.
The game changed. Actually, this is perfect. The game changed. So remember how I told you how I helped make Arisdale's career on OF, right?
Yeah.
Well, remember I said that was one of 2 ladies I felt like I
Exactly.
helped.
I want to know who the second is.
I got my girl Extra Emily, because I always feel like me cheating on the original schooled finale for the 50K, like once I went down, she went up. And she says it, Miz says it. It's a very comical thing at this point. We're all cool at this point. But I always thought to myself, like, damn, I'm really good at helping make others. I can't do shit for myself.
So I totally forgot it. So yeah, you did that school thing where I only saw bits and pieces of it on social media. So you went on OTK and Ms. Kiff's show Schooled, which seems like Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader type of vibe.
Yeah.
And you cheated somehow.
Yeah, so like here's the thing. Like there had been people who had cheated on the show before. Like that wasn't anything new. It's an online competition.
That was the vibe. Like Casey Tron cheated, I think. Yeah.
T-Pain did it too. And then those VTubers, give me a break. Google's right there. But that's okay. It's all good. I think where my mistake was, we're playing for a little bit of cash. I understand that. But I'm just thinking like it's crypto bucks anyway. It's probably free. Still doesn't make it right. I was wrong. I apologize for a reason, right?
What was the monetary amount?
50,000.
50K?
Yeah. $50. 50K. Yeah. Now you gotta understand something. There's a brother from Baltimore, from the block. I ain't never been nowhere near 50K. So my lesser, baser instincts took over, okay? So about halfway through, I started, look, I ain't gonna lie to you. Them fourth grade questions was beating my ass, okay? I said, look, I need some help. One of my Discord moms was like, I got you, Phil. But it was wrong. It was wrong. But the greatest thing that came out of that was Emily getting that shine, and her content is fantastic, and I'm so happy that she's been able to blossom. She's awesome. She's like you, and I don't mean because you're Asian.
I think maybe you do mean because we're both Asian. Go ahead, try to connect the dots in ways other than both of us.
If this mic wasn't here, I'd bow. Respectfully. Respectfully. I was born in Japan. I can make those jokes.
You were born in Japan? Shut the fuck up.
My parents met, and they were both stationed on the Okinawa Air Force Base.
Oh, Okinawa doesn't count as Japan.
What? Well,
You haven't heard that?
Why specifically?
yeah, why?
Why specifically? So, to be honest, this isn't my belief. It's
Okay.
just the belief that I've heard from like all older Japanese people.
Mm-hmm.
If you're Okinawan, you're not real Japanese.
That's messed up.
Okinawan?
No.
Is it because
Not Japanese.
the U.S. holds like a very strong military base there?
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know. I don't
Okay.
know if it's because Okinawans are darker than other Japanese.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if it could be because of the military base or because it's just kind of like on the island and it's kind of farther off from the place. To me, I'm like, is it the equivalent of saying that Hawaiians are not Americans?
Well, I think the Hawaiians would probably say that.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of just do the whole colonization and all that fun stuff.
Just
But
a little bit.
something. But no, what was this? You had a name for us since we've been doing more shows together. We started with doing Crown. That's where we started doing stuff.
Yep.
No, you were on G4 for a little bit.
Oh, an episode.
An episode. Yeah, we were
which
doing
was
some
fun.
G4 stuff
Yep.
together. I still think that your G4 hire me video was like the fucking
It was
best.
You know, if they can I talk about G4 for a minute?
Oh, bitch, you can talk about G4 for as
Listen,
long as you want.
I don't know who was in charge of casting and decision makings and budgets and stuff like that. If you had taken somebody like, let's say me, who had a bomb ass tape and a really good rapport with a cast member on there, you would have seen more success. I don't think dumping $15,000 to $20,000 for appearance fees for some of these gyms for, their 1 hour, 2 hours was financially smart or responsible. And you see where it got you. And it sucks because I thought G4 was awesome. Okay. This guy right here, I came on that show. I was going to go on it for free and they handed me $500. I didn't need no money. I had passion. And that's what you needed more of to sustain your record. And that's why those gyms at Crown need to hit your boy up. Don't make the same mistake.
Did you only get paid $500 for your appearance fee?
Yeah. Well, obviously, let's be honest. I'm not worth much more than that.
You shut your fucking face. You shut your fucking face.
Hey, 500 is 500.
Okay.
Imagine what I do for 50. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Damn. No, so yes, G4, a little bit of Crown.
Yep.
Crown should give you your own show. And now we're doing NFL together.
Yes, love it.
We've been doing a lot of stuff, co-hosting or talent stuff together. We did a little bit of FlyQuest content too. What was the new name you have for us?
The Woke Rush Hour or the New Age Rush Hour, whatever you prefer. You maybe we'll make a little poll and y'all can vote on it. But either way, me and Ovilee, we coming through. We taking over.
Why is it the Woke Rush Hour?
Well, because I mean, like let's be honest here. Like everybody's like, we can't just have two white hosts anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, get those crackers out of here. Get it? Okay.
Haven't you seen esports?
I know, but I'm just saying, like the people who are progressive. Okay, you want to be progressive? Fine. I'll take your check and I'll take the check marks that come along with it. I'm black. She's Asian. It makes sense. You can sell that.
Yeah, you know what? And it's an upgraded Rush Hour because before it was a black dude, Asian guy. Now a vagina's in the mix.
True.
If one of us was gay, we would conquer all sponsors.
Listen, you give me a blank check. Close that curtain. All right? Close that curtain. I'm getting down with it. All right? Got no problem telling you. Come on now. Let's get this money, girl.
I fucking love that, dude. I fucking love that so much. So, okay, wait. So, for people who don't know, you come from the Melee scene a little bit.
No. I come from the Smash Brothers scene.
Oh, shit. Can you say...
All encompassing. I'm a fan of all the Smash games.
Of all the Smash games.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So let me say this. You come from all the Smash games.
Mm-hmm.
Is it safe for me to say that Smash also falls within the FGC?
I mean, I think so. There's like this weird divide that some people have where they're trying to say, well, FGC is FGC and Smash is Smash. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, when it comes to esports, we all get the shit end of the stick. You know what I'm saying? So we always might as well just be one, if you ask me. But I don't like that divide because I like so many fighting games as well as Smash games as well as other platformers. So I kind of lump us all together. That's just my personal belief on it.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say, because I would usually say, "Hey, he is from the FGC."
Yeah, you can say that. You can say that. Smash community, I respond and resonate with either.
Yeah, because usually if I point at someone who looks like you and says this person is in esports, they'd go FGC.
Yeah, that's actually very true. That's part of the...
Hit me with whatever you're about to say. I'm so excited.
So when this is, I guess it's back in 2017 when PUBG came out, like around that time. Loved that game. I fell in love with that game. I would stream it for like 8 to 10 hours a day. That's how much I legitimately loved PUBG. To the point where I remember NVIDIA gave me a chance they flew me out and housed me for like 6 or 7 weeks. I got to work on a show with NVIDIA at the old esports arena in Orange County. It was so much fun. I worked with Launders and Blue.
I fucking love Launders.
Two amazing casters. And we casted PUBG, had different rotating guests all the time. It was great. And this is where I was like, man, I really want to pursue PUBG and like, side by side with my love for Smash Bros. And other stuff. And I remember I was working some dream hacks at the time too. I was getting lucky with doing the Smash there. But this dream hack in Atlanta, they had announced that, hey, we're going to be having a PUBG event there too. I was so psyched. So I remember like I held my own tournament on my own stream. I commentated the whole thing. I put it together as a reel. And I thought it was pretty good. It was awesome.
Amazing.
So I remember I reached out and I was like, hey, who can I talk to about maybe getting on like the commentary roster for DreamHack Atlanta? And they were like, talk to this guy. Sent him an email. He was like, okay, do you have a reel or something? I was like, I listed all my accolades because I've been cast for a long time at that point. And I sent my reel. You know what his response to me was? He got back to me. He's like, hey, man, appreciate your enthusiasm, but I think you might be a little too urban for this event. Deadass. And I shit you not, when I read that, it killed my love. It killed my love for PUBG, and I just never really like played it again. I moved on to like Fortnite because that was so dejecting. It was insanity. That you know what I mean? And not a lot of things get to me, but I take a lot of pride in my casting. So to be like dumbed down or just seen as like, oh, you're just too urban. Why? Because I'm excited. Because I like this game. You know what I'm saying?
That's actually fucked up.
Because I say ain't instead of isn't.
That's so like usually I like to laugh at just purely blatant like racist sexist shit because at some point you have to laugh in order to hide the pain. But like that's actually hard to even fucking laugh at.
It sucked.
That's so fucked up.
And for the longest time I was like, I guess I'm just gonna be in like this Smash Bros bubble. I can't do anything else. Eventually I did kind of like break myself out of that thought process and start pursuing other things. And I have done a lot of cool things since then, which is I'm very blessed to be in that situation. Still a long way to go, but you know what I've done so far is really cool. But yeah, that was definitely one of those moments where I was like, man, they got to get some people. They got to get some new people making these decisions. That was messed up.
So a question for you. Did you ever at some point consider putting that person on blast on socials? I
did, but in my mind at the time, I was like, you know what? This could affect other opportunities I might be trying to pursue. So I just kept my mouth shut.
Absolutely.
Like I shared it with I shared the story, but I never gave who the name was.
Is that person still working in the scene?
I have no idea.
That's frustrating. I've definitely had similar moments where someone have said like blatantly sexist stuff, right? Like maybe even unintentionally racist stuff where they're like, oh yeah, we want to make sure that our cast is really diverse. And you're like part Asian or something, right? And I'm like, well, I guess I'm not working here.
You got to hit the checkbox.
And it's like, listen, I've definitely seen some of those like sponsor stuff where it's like, okay, cool. They're clearly looking for an Asian chick here. They're clearly looking for a not white person here. And it's like, listen, at the end of the day, I'm going to do a good job and I'm also just going to take that check. But like, I've also been in rooms where I've heard people just dead ass say, I do not want another white caster or I do not want another male caster.
Sure.
And I'm going like, this is esports, motherfucker.
They're everywhere.
This is esports. You can find someone, but you're either going to have to pay a premium or you're going to find someone who's subpar. So it's like, I don't know. It's definitely a disheartening topic in the scene.
I feel like, dude, like everybody should be like, I don't care what your skin color is. I don't care what your sex is. I don't care what you identify as. Everyone should have an equal opportunity to, if they're interested in a position and they've got some accolades, like give everybody an equal chance to show what they got and pick the best person for the job. like I personally don't really ever want to be a diversity hire, but living in California is so expensive. I'll just take the checks sometimes. I'm not gonna lie to you. So if you're listening, again, the DMs are open.
Yeah. I've definitely had those shows where they're like,
whatever.
I'm like, oh, you want to spit in my face, but you're also giving me like a blank check? Go ahead. Go. Do you want my glasses on or off? Do you want to spit straight in the eye? Like, I'll do it.
You want me to call you daddy?
I will. Actually, no, I can't say that. Otherwise, I will get people in my DMs asking if they could spit in my face for a stupid amount of money.
That's insane. And again, the DMs are open.
That's so fucking good. Dude, you got banned on Twitch
I did.
for a while.
Yeah.
And I thought it was because you said the N-word, but you said it wasn't.
I said the N-word, but it was like in a sentence along with another word. So I'm black. I'm African American, right?
What?
I know. Listen, I'm sorry.
What?
I promise your purse is still in the catch. All right, it's fine. You're good.
I don't
You're
have
good.
a purse.
Oh, well, not anymore. All right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But yes, I got banned because this was at a Smash Brothers Summit. You know, Summit, what they used to do.
The
Old
BTS?
Beyond the Summit. Yeah.
BTS did a good job with that
Yeah,
shit.
they did. And they're no longer like around in that capacity, but I know they're under Ludwig's off
Ludwig,
brand
yeah.
now. So shouts to Ludwig for that. But I would do these streams after the tournament. They're called like my post-tournament streams. So I go live on my phone, just walk around the venue, talk to players and people. We just had a good time. This happened to be on the Sunday. It was the last day, so we had some drinks and stuff like that. Now, if you know anything about like, let's say black culture, you know, like if somebody who's considered like a black person who's like a sellout or whatever, called a coon. Okay. That's just what you call them. So I use that word like sparingly in a joking fashion, right? Because I was streaming and somebody came up, you know, black guy. He was like, hey, I don't know if you're allowed to stream that. I was like, shut up, coon. That's all. That's all I said. Just joking around or whatever. Some little must have been red-headed, freckled-faced dummy at Twitch was like, you can't do that. And they banned me. They banned me for a week. I said, what? You know what the worst part about that was? The following Monday, I was supposed to go and do the Smash tournament that G4 was doing. I was supposed to be one of the commentators for that. And I get like 2 DMs like, hey man, like you're banned on Twitch. Like, we don't know if you can commentate anymore. I was like, it'd be fine. Like, we're not sure about that. I was like, well, you guys are G4. Certainly you have some sort of line at the top. You can pull some strings. No. They didn't pull shit. All right. So I had to pull out. Luckily though, because I was the victim in this situation, because no white guy, no offense to white people, I love white people, especially white girls. Again, the DMs are open. No white guy is going to tell me I can or cannot say coon. Okay? We took that word back and I'm going to use it. That's it. But I still got paid anyway, so I appreciated that.
Holy shit. No, I have never seen... No, I feel like maybe that's an incorrect statement to make. No, maybe it is. I've never seen a person of color get as angry over a joke as a white person. Have you seen that?
You know,
I'm saying joke, not clear racial slur.
Right.
But a joke.
Yeah, I mean, from my perspective, like I surround myself with people who don't take themselves always take themselves too seriously, can laugh at a joke, laugh at themselves. Yeah, like there's like, you know, plenty of my friends who are people of color, like definitely like we kid each other. People kid us all the time. It's not a big deal.
No.
Just gotta like, you know, the world's got too much terrible shit going on to get mad about a joke, man. Take it as it is. I like to laugh. I like to make people laugh.
It's not that serious.
It's not.
So would you give Gina the pass?
I give Gina a lot of things, but yes, absolutely, Gina could get the pass. Big fan of Gina.
Would you? Okay, so in giving the pass, is that something that you do? You know, just kind of like willy-nilly, or is that something that you spend some time thinking about if they deserve it or not?
You know what? Oh, I wish I had bought it because I actually have like N-word passes printed out and laminated that I give to people sometimes. Yeah, I'll bring it to you next week. So yeah, I mean, basically it just kind of comes down to if I like your vibe, I like your flow. I think, you know, you're about the culture, and I think we could play some spades at a barbecue. Yeah, come on through.
Okay,
bring a pass with you.
Got a question.
What's up?
Previous ex-boyfriend that I had dated before was convinced that he could say the N-word, hard R, because he played Street Fighter
what was
in New
his
York.
ethnicity?
What was his ethnicity? I'm gonna say mixed. Not even close to black though.
Okay, so he was in the gene pool of not Negroes. Okay.
Not even close.
So
Not even like so of the hierarchy, hierarchy of Asians.
Yeah.
Where there's like the Koreans and then the Japanese and then they say the lower Asians and that's the Vietnamese or the Southeast Asians.
Well, that's probably just based off the food. Keep it real with you.
No, fucking Filipino food is bomb.
I've never had it.
Okay, we're gonna get Filipino food later. It's not even like the Southeast Asian.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, here's what I say. So if my Twitch subs, I give them all N-word passes. You support me, I support you, okay? And I have a motto. The soft A is A-okay. The hard R will get you in the ER. So that brother was flirting with disaster, especially if he's playing Street Fighter in New York. That's it. So no, don't do it. It don't make no sense. And I see why he's your ex now.
There's a lot of reasons why they're an ex. But yeah, no, that's always a question. This was a question that was previously posed to producer Ian.
Ooh.
Who's behind the mic, and he said, "What the fuck?"
That's
I think
insanity.
It was just that. What the fuck?
The nerve of some people to just assume. Like, I don't even know. Why would he ask? Like, why would he just assume that? If you really think that's okay, then go ask the people you're playing Street Fighter with. That's what I say.
Say it loud and confidently
Exactly.
in the arcade, right?
Stand on a chair and do it. Get the attention of everybody.
Yeah, I feel like that's your mileage may vary.
Yeah.
Situation.
He wasn't making it out there, I'll tell you that much.
It's the Family Guy clip where he comes back wearing a crown and a cape. They respected me for it.
Listen, art does not often imitate real life. So.
Okay, but you also had another show that you were doing a little bit before previously called
Oh no.
Do You Know Black People?
Yeah.
I was excited. I had never heard of you doing this show before, but quite a few other people did. And since I have been near you, have been asking you, are you going to bring it back?
Yeah.
Are you going to bring it back?
It's in the works. I want to kind of like make it more of a general do you know, like, hey, do you know anime? Do you know fighting games? Do you know black people? Stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I just wanted to be a do you know series, not just attached to just simply black people and like the slight spinoff I had of do you know white people. So that's kind of where I aim to take it, and I want to bring that back early next year as part of my because I want to diversify my YouTube content. Like I do a podcast myself too. Not trying to plug it.
Plug it. No, plug the podcast.
Well, I do a podcast. If you're interested in the Super Smash Bros. Community, it's all about Smash, and it's pretty damn good, I think. So I think we got the best podcast out for Smash personally. But I also want to bring back my game show concepts because I used to do a lot of game shows and those did really well. I had some really good guests too. I remember Charlie. I had Charlie and Moist Critical. He was on there. Ludwig was on there. Stans, Point Crow, Casey Tron. I've had some really awesome guests.
Let's kick ass.
Who were down. So that kind of diversifying that kind of content is what I aim to do more. So yes, there will be a return of Do You Know, and there will be a Do You Know Black People in there.
Let me know if you need production help with that because I got you. No, deadass.
Okay.
Here, you've got the tape for it. But I asked you to bring some questions because I want to test my knowledge.
Okay. So what I did was I didn't want to give away anything new, but I brought kind of like a best of because I know you haven't like seen all the episodes.
I have not seen all the episodes.
This kind of works perfectly. So I was thinking we do like 3 or 4 and let's just see what you can do.
Yeah. You know what? As the only non-black person in this room right now, which I don't think anyone can say in esports.
That's pretty rare these days.
I don't think anyone can fucking say that in esports. Blindingly white as far as the eye can see.
Oh no.
Plug the tweet. Go ahead.
All right, let's go. Question number 1. A registered firearm, a good police response time, and a graffiti-free wall. What do all of these have in common?
A registered firearm, a what police?
A good police response time. And a wall without graffiti. What do they all have in common?
I don't want to say it out.
You should, though. You don't win unless you answer.
If I was to answer from a purely pop culture stereotypical based group of information, and pulling anecdotes from tweets and things that you may find on the internet, one could surmise that perhaps the black community is not involved.
Correct. You will not find these in the ghetto. Outstanding. Outstanding. You know, most people, that's one of our harder questions, to be honest.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
How is that the harder question? Because people don't want to answer it?
No, because people aren't racist like you. I'm kidding. You're so intelligent and savvy and tapped in. It's like, I don't even, let's go to question.
Hit me with another one.
I got another one for you. Here we go. Name something that black people are likely to get shot over.
Is there an all of the above answer?
I got a couple written down. I'm not going to lie to you.
You got a couple written down?
Take a stab at one.
Take a stab at one?
Yeah.
I mean, police be taking a stab at a lot of...
A white cop who's feeling lucky. Absolutely. On the money. She's 2 for 2. This is insane. Wow.
Oh God. Okay.
Okay, let's give you another one. Hold on. Oh. Question number 3. Name a card game you're most likely to be seeing played at a black cookout.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Judges?
We're
gonna give it to you. Because let me tell you something. Where I grew up, Yu-Gi-Oh, we played that joint all the time. That was it.
Yeah.
That was it. But number 1 answer was spades.
Okay.
You're looking for spades. We'll give you Yu-Gi-Oh.
That's fair.
We'll give you Yu-Gi-Oh.
I was about to say, like, the amount of black Yu-Gi-Oh cosplay that I have seen that has been so fucking quality, like Black Kaiba, Black what was her name? Boobies,
Mai?
Harpies, Mai.
Yeah, Mai.
Yes.
Mai has some titties.
Black Mai. My God.
Good Lord.
So that's what.
Again,
Okay.
part of my Snow Bunny crisis. All right. Let me give you one more.
Last one.
I think this will be a good one. Name something white people have taken from black people over the years.
Just about everything, right?
Give me something specific.
Some specific. Iggy Azalea and rap. Let's see. Tulsa and property, right?
Neighborhoods, gentrification. It's a thing.
Oh, I was going in depth. I'm going like historical fucking moments over here.
Well, you know my black ass don't know that, so we're gonna just go ahead and call you a 3 or 4 for 4 on that one. We also would have accepted Kanye West, because ain't no coming back from that.
Oh God. Yeah, Kanye's just fucking gone.
Yeah.
Okay, that's an excellent game show, and I feel like you should do it.
You know what? I have some new questions written down. I think I'm going to go ahead and bring it back. I think people will appreciate it. And kind of like doing it with like other like gamers and esports personalities, I feel like it makes it easier for the audience to be like, oh, what's this? You know what I mean?
I feel like in this current like day and age now too, just with how sensitive things have become and then reversed and then now resensitive again, I'd be interested in people who would be willing to give responses. You
know, it really surprised me how willing like people like Coney and Ludwig.
Oh, Coney's fantastic.
Yeah, and Ludwig and Stans and Point Crow, like all of them, they were all willing to just go. Like Charlie got a perfect score. And I was like, how did you do this? He's like, yeah, my best friend's black. I was like, okay, that makes sense. I'd like to get Mr. Beast on there. We're giving away 1 million N-word passes and we need you right now. Make it happen.
Giving out N-word passes like he's giving out wells. Come on, man. Now.
He's already cool in Africa.
Oh my God. Dude, you could do that. You could be the black Mr. Beast.
You know what? That would require some funding.
What
a
if
bit more.
What if it's black Mr. Beast, but everything is just downscaled?
Again, obviously your bias is showing here. But yes, that's a great idea.
Hey, I'm so sorry. All I have is content brain.
No,
how can we make this content?
Listen, I 100% believe there's a niche in there where I could kind of work some magic. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Mr. Beast, he started on YouTube just counting to 100,000.
Yeah, I think that was his video, right?
Yeah, he was just counting to 100,000, just doing crazy stuff like that. I could do that.
And then didn't Point Crow drink an entire glass of water using only chopsticks?
Yes, he did. And it kept getting demonetized for some reason. It was very funny to watch.
It's too
sexual. What the hell's going on? My man.
It was too sexual.
It was too
sucking down on them chopsticks.
That's what it is.
Oh my God.
These are great mics.
Thank you.
So like I said, I do my own podcast and I stream, and I've been using a Blue Yeti, same Blue Yeti I bought in 2015.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like once you have a good piece of equipment, you don't need to change it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly. I feel like that's the mistake that a lot of like new streamers or content creators make, where they're just like, I need to have the new DSLR camera. It needs to have like this lens. I need to have this lens too. I need to have this mic. And it's like, dude, you haven't even made a fucking TikTok yet.
Yeah.
Calm down.
What are you doing? You still an affiliate. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think about affiliates?
I think the affiliate program is fine. I have nothing against affiliates. I think
Wrong. Lesser people. That's what you meant to say.
I think I have affiliate subs, so I disagree.
Unless they're not allowed to. Sure, they can subscribe to you, but they're not allowed to look you in the eye.
Okay, I can get behind that.
They must bow to you. If walking through the TwitchCon hallways, affiliates cannot look partners in the eye.
Is this what an exhibitor badge does to a motherfucker? What the fuck? She literally told me before we even started this podcast, she refuses to go to a convention and she has to go general admission.
Absolutely. Yeah. No. Here's the thing. I'll stand by that. Conventions nowadays are fucking awful. BlizzCon. We could talk about BlizzCon.
Let's do it.
BlizzCon was fine for me because I had media badge.
Right.
Because you need media badge in order to bring camera equipment to like film content. Content coming soon. Stay tuned. The general admission line for BlizzCon was like an hour or two long. Sheesh. There was also a line that was 45 minutes to an hour long that people found out when they got to the front wasn't a line for anything. It was just one dude stood there in the middle of the road. People thought it was a line, started getting in line. Staff thought it was a line, so told people to start getting in that line. And it was just like this long ass line for nothing.
What?
Yeah, there's a whole Reddit thread about it on Art Gaming.
And the staff was encouraging this because they didn't. So there was no line management because I was at BlizzCon, but I was outside. It was only for like a day. I was just in the area because I was going to the Roscoe Chicken and Waffles that's down there, which had an absurd long line. Thanks, you freaking nerds. But that's insane.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't see. That's like I support conventions like that. It's awesome, but I won't buy like a $200 or $300 ticket to go deal with those kind of shenanigans.
No,
like, I need my shit organized.
I'll also say Anime Expo, right? That's a convention that I used to love to go to. Anime Expo is now so fucking oversold. And it's also in part of, anime becoming a little bit more mainstream. Mm-hmm. Like, we would both have our ass kicked for liking anime when we were kids, right? But like
actually,
now,
back then I'd probably do the ass kicking. But yeah, go on.
What the fuck?
I'm reformed.
Okay. Nerd, you like Dragon Ball, don't you, fucking nerd? Secretly thinking like I'm about to hit him with the Kaioken 10. But like Anime Expo is so fucking crowded. I went for one day and I'm like, I don't want to be here. I can never be here ever again. This is fucking awful. I think I filmed content with like producer Ian there too. It was just so bad and cramped. I'm like, yeah, no, fuck this. I don't want to go anywhere unless there's quote unquote VIP treatment, because it feels like the VIP treatment is how normal people should be treated.
Yeah, I can agree with that, because I think at some point a lot of these conventions just realize like, oh, they're going to come and buy it anyway, so we can give them a subpar experience and odds are they're going to come back. And 9 times out of 10, that's true. Like, let's keep it real. Like, Anime Expo has no reason to change the way they do things. However, I would say for next year's Anime Expo, me and you should link up and do something cool there.
Oh, fuck
Only if we're VIP.
Oh, the thing is, I don't even think Anime Expo has like VIP stuff anymore, because I remember seeing like Hassan just walking through, Emiru just like walking through doing streams and stuff. Wow. But what they do is they're smart. They bring their own bodyguards.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, so maybe they get comped passes. Honestly, my buddy Dominic, shout out Dominic, always comes through for me. He always helps me pick up my badges and passes, because the registration ends so freaking early in the year for like media and all that stuff. So he always comes through, but like, damn, dude, Anime Expo was fucking wild.
I gotta tap. I've never actually been to an Anime Expo, so I would actually like to go to one, even though it's like an overcrowded experience. I think it would be cool, and I might actually do my first ever cosplay. I've never cosplayed before, but I would consider it.
What would you cosplay as?
A lot of people would be like, "We gotta go with somebody from the Boondocks." Slow your roll, okay? I have a choice in my decision making.
You saying you would do an Uncle Ruckus?
Well, some people think I am Uncle Ruckus the way I praise white women. Again, the DMs are open. But I would probably have to go with somebody. I try and probably do like a cool DBZ character or somebody from Yu Yu Hakusho. I think I might go as like Yusuke.
Okay.
Yeah.
that'd be
not?
sick. You should do that.
Yeah, I mean, shit. People like this whole thing. Anime isn't like. It's really weird too when I see people are like give you a hard time if you cosplay a character like you're black and they're not black. Who cares, bro? It's fictional anyway. You know what I'm saying? This
Yeah.
isn't like one of those stupid Disney remakes where they got to pander to you like the Little Mermaid, okay, and make her black. Like, oh yeah, really? Because can't come up with any original stories for black people. Ariel, nah, she's a Negro now. Okay. Oh, we're gonna make a Hercules. How about Michael B. Jordan? Yeah. Last time I checked, Hercules was Greek. Okay, what Negro was walking around Greek or Athens?
You shut the fuck up. I would watch Michael B. Jordan as Hercules.
Of course,
I would watch that
for the wrong reasons.
I would watch that so fast.
He's a good-looking brother, but can we cast a little accuracy? Is that so wrong? You got Snow Brown coming out. Like, give me a break here.
In a fucking heartbeat, I would watch that shit.
Give me a break, okay?
In a fucking heartbeat. I don't know. I don't mind the recasting so long as the content is actually fucking
I just want it
good.
to make sense. You know what I mean? That's my thing. Is like I feel like I legitimately feel like it's pandering. I love original stories. You know what I mean? I love original stories. That's why I'm like, expect more from someone like a Disney instead of just like a reskin. Give me like an original story. Tell me something else. You know what I'm saying?
All of the original Disney stories like Cinderella, Little Mermaid, all of that, Beauty and the Beast, none of those were originals.
Yeah, but they were adapted from like folklore and stuff like that, like old stories. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it was
fair.
clearly given its own personality.
So you're saying Little Mermaid,
Yeah.
you'd be okay with the reskin if it took place not under the sea, but in the ghetto? Is that what you're saying? Because that pandering?
I'm gonna say this: that ocean was mighty clean. All right, not exactly the most accurate. All right, look, Ariel was the least of their problems. All right,
You're just waiting for flounder to just choke on a plastic bag.
that would have been accurate. You know, belly up, belly up, big boy.
Then did you like the movie? What was it called with Amy Adams? Enchanted? No, Enchanted? Patrick Dempsey?
I don't think I saw that.
That's a good fucking movie.
Okay.
That's a good fucking movie.
I did like that Amy Adams one, Mean Girls.
Amy Adams wasn't in Mean Girls.
No. Who was
Redhead bitch.
Who was the Adams who was in production?
Rachel
Oh, Rach? Oh, yeah. Okay, my
no,
bad.
she's good.
Yeah.
She's good.
She's fine.
No, she's great. She's great.
Again, the puzzles for the Snow Bunny crisis just continue to add up.
What is it about white women for you?
Can I speak freely?
Speak freely.
You know, what started out as a bit of ancestral revenge just kind of morphed into an appreciation of just soft, Snow White type skin. And, you know, they got those, you know, I love all kinds of women. Don't get it twisted. EE does not discriminate. But something about those just puffy pink nipples. Well, I tell you, that is different. I'm just going to say it. That is different. Respectfully, ladies, respectfully. You know?
No, when you said ancestral
Revenge.
revenge,
Yeah.
what does that mean?
Well, think about it. Like, black people were slaves for over 200 years.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's terrible.
reparations,
Yes.
honestly.
Yeah, it's terrible.
reparations.
It's reparations. But
But when you say revenge,
yeah.
what
Well,
is
look, because you already, like, if they probably looking up, actually, you know, the slave masters probably like, "Bro, not bring that darky home to my home." Boy, I tell you, I'm giving back shots. I'm looking down. That's your granddaughter, ain't it? I'm looking down. You know what I'm saying? Just something like that. Looking right. Let them know. We won. All right. Took a whole lot of trying to get up that hill, but we won.
I can guarantee you
Yeah.
that this audience is far too fucking white to appreciate
That's
anything
listen.
that you're saying.
I'm sure that the majority of these people are gonna hate me, but you know what? With hate comes love.
I don't think there's hatred. I think that there's just like I grew up as a very fucking sheltered child.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm just keep it completely real. Very sheltered child. The only black kid that we had in our school growing up, his name was Daniel.
Daniel.
I won't dox him. I won't give his last name, but he was Blasian,
Okay.
right?
Oh,
So-
that's a cool one.
Oh no, we
a
all
cool one.
called him the next Obama. He
Yeah.
was going to take over. He was going to take the presidency. He was going to take over the world. And guess what? He's doing that right now.
Really?
He's not going to be the president. He's like, fuck that. You don't make good money as a president. He's like started up his own company and is like
Wow.
already pitching it to all these VC billionaires and all that fun shit. Right? So
love
like,
that.
good for him. Kill it, Daniel. But like, so he was the only black kid in our school. Then as I told you, I went to a Catholic school growing up. Not a lot of black kids there. Silicon Valley, not great if you're looking for, you know, a cultural mesh pot. Grew up very fucking sheltered. I took producer Ian to LCS spring finals because we're working on a project together.
Nice.
And there was one day where he came in wearing a do-rag.
It's pretty standard.
I had no idea what the fuck that was or what the purpose was because I had only seen it in music videos and movies.
Okay.
So I asked him, I said, producer Ian, is this a hat?
Oh, Lord. You said that?
I did.
What
Producer
year was
Ian, do you
this?
remember? This was this year.
That was earlier this year. That was April of this year.
And producer Ian had to explain to me that it was because it was gonna rain?
So I had cornrows in.
Yeah.
It was raining all weekend.
Yep.
So I wore a do-rag and then put a hat over my do-rag.
Makes sense.
Oh, I asked why he was wearing two hats.
Oh, okay. Wow. I don't ever show up in front of her with a dashiki. It's going to make me an international incident. Good Lord. Woman.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying I don't think that the audience would bring hatred of like, get this black person off my screen because again, we have Gina Darling.
That's true. And
Who
she's
is
blacker than me.
Identical. Exactly. Identical. They would come more from, I think, my dumbass ignorance perspective of what's a do-rag?
I would like to think that people who are watching this are realizing why we're becoming a formidable duo. You know what I mean? Dead ass.
The sponsorships that we could rake in. Like I said, just either you have to be okay with sucking dick or I have to be okay with eating pussy, and we would check all of the boxes.
Why do you think I have this position? I'm practicing right now. Come on now. Come on now. Stop playing with me.
I fucking love that shit.
Playing with me now.
Dude, you know what? We should petition Evo to let us host.
Dude, dead ass, we would kill it.
Okay, this is the petition here.
And you know Pokey. And her people might have like an into that. And I'm a Pokey simp.
You are a Pokey simp. I saw you run in Evo going, oh my God, Pokey. And you ran to go get a photo.
Yeah.
You're a bat. You're a fucking
I think
simp.
she's cool, man. I think she's cool.
No, she's the queen.
Not in like a creepy way. I just think she's cool.
People call her the queen for a reason. Yeah, people
I'm
call
just
her
trying
the
to be
queen
a jester.
for a reason.
That's all, man.
All right, here. Let's make the plea right now. We'll hit up because I think Pokey's agency was doing something for Evo. I don't know what it was specifically, but either way, I'll send it to my girl Sue Smix. Baby girl, listen, I love you with all my heart and soul. You know that I refer to you, Shocks, and Seltzer as the OG esports queens, and I forever will. But maybe there's a little bit of a new casting blood, new hosting blood that could take place at Evo. A little bit of a, FGC. Listen, you've got the standard esports of a Asian woman who can talk real good, and then you've got the urban crowd.
Listen, that's got to be good for something these days, all right? Maybe back in the day, I get it, why old boy wasn't feeling it. But these days, and I think I've worked 5 Evos and done 3 of their finals. So I'm pretty up there, you know what I'm saying?
That was before Smash was banned from Evo, though, right?
Well, it wasn't banned. It was removed. And I'm sure that they're going to work on something to get it like out the copium. Let us have Smash at Evo, man, please.
We're working on it. Smix, forget what we just asked about for co-hosting Evo. Just bring Smash back.
Do something. I'm going to go either way, but do something.
Okay, well, last thing. You're casting a Smash event.
Yeah, so this, I don't know, I'm not sure when this comes out, but this weekend in Seattle,
said,
Washington,
right? Yeah.
there's going to be a tournament. It's called Port Priority. It's going to be, it might not, like, attendees wise, it has like 1,000 attendees, so it might not be the largest tournament of the year, but
That's
it's definitely
still
the most stacked. All of Japan's top players are coming. All of Mexico's top players, all of Europe's, all of Canada, all of the US, all converging on Seattle. It's going to be, I can't wait. Like, people sometimes ask me, like, hey, you still get excited about commentating tournaments? Yes, but things like this get me really excited about tournaments. I think it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see who's going to win.
Who do you think's going to take it?
There's this kid from Japan. His name is Akola. He's ranked 1 right now in the global rankings. But there's this other kid who's right behind him and always beats him too, named Spargo. He's from Mexico. He's like ranked I guess he'd be ranked 3 because the other number 2 is from Japan too. His name's Mia. But I have faith that NA can take it home. I think one of our NA boys is going to get the job done and defend home turf. I'm hoping so. This ain't League of Legends. We got a shot.
Oh, so sorry to clarify. Is this Melee or Ultimate?
Ultimate.
Oh, so this is Ultimate. It's not Melee.
Yeah.
Is there any Melee there? Or no, because
just
Melee is
Ultimate.
just like...
I mean, no, like some tournaments have both. Some tournaments are just separate. This just happens to be Ultimate only.
Damn. That's sick, though. That's exciting. That's why I'm like trying to think of the names. I was like, oh, I was expecting like a Mango. I was expecting like a Hungry Buck.
Oh, no. They'll like, I think the next time you'll see them pop, but like the next big Melee tournament will probably be like Genesis X/Genesis 10, which is like February 16th or so next year. I think, you know what I'm saying? Because it's towards the end of the year. You got Thanksgiving, Christmas, a lot of stuff's winding down.
Yeah. No one's doing shit in the last 2 months, but damn. Okay.
We're doing shit. Big shit.
Oh, you're doing your Ultimate tournament yourself sometime, right?
Yeah, actually, I'm hosting it. You know, I don't know if there's anybody who plays Smash Ultimate online. It's free to enter. It's November 20th, $2,000 prize pool. Pull on up. Register. You know, find the registration link on my YouTube or my Twitch. Easy.
Get in there. Get in there. We fucking love that for EE, and we love that for the online Smash community.
Hell
But yeah, thanks for once again, coming in. I know it was super last minute. I know we literally just came off of our NFL show.
Yeah.
So I know you gotta be a little tired right there. But it was a blast, and I think Gina would be very appreciative of you giving her that pass.
Oh, 100%. That's my girl, 100%. Can't wait to have her back. Thank you for giving me an opportunity. I generally just like doing stuff with you. Like, you are legitimately like one of my good friends, and this was a pleasure, and I hope your audience enjoyed it too, because it was a fantastic time for me.
Hell yeah, man. And just for that, I'll let you look at the pictures of the naked white women or perhaps Asian women on the back of my notebook.
Oh, okay. Let's take a look.
Here you go.
Oh, wow. You know, I can tell probably some bomb ass top, but she's definitely gonna take a piece of you with her. And I'm okay with that. It's been a while, man. I'm tired of swiping.
See you next week.
The DMs are open.